Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. Welcome back to another live show, and this is episode 144. That's right, episode 144 of IrixGuy's live show. So I appreciate your viewership. I want to remind everyone, got really cool merchandise. I'm going to pop that up at the top of the live chat window. I've got some coffee mugs, t-shirts, stickers, all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to pop one of those items up. As always, you can choose to super chat during the live show, this live show, any live show, and actually YouTube premiere videos as well. You can choose to super chat. A great way to support the channel and enable me to continue to pump out these videos, because it's it's a tough game, man. I mean, YouTube is not a venture that's well suited for everyone. I mean, it's a different animal. So with that being said, I love YouTube. I love creating content, interacting with all of y'all, and just a bunch of cool stuff coming, man. I mean, we've seen a lot of interesting things. I mean, we've seen the drones. I was an early adopter of drones, got a lot of drone content here, but there's a lot of stuff that's coming that's going to be awesome, even beyond drones. And I mean, drones are pretty cool, but there's some stuff coming, man. It's just like incredible. Speaking of that, what about Richard Branson going to space? What about Richard Branson and his crew going to space? That was pretty cool. That happened today, and that begs the question, if you were offered the opportunity, which I'm not offering that, but if you were offered the opportunity to go to space, would you? And, it seems to me that, based upon the fact that Richard Branson was in that aircraft today, allegedly. I mean, at least they had a camera. It looked like he was in the sky. That signals a lot of confidence in the in the spaceship that he's created, that his team's created. So, I thought that was really cool that he was in space today. So that was kind of neat. Now, a few things that were disappointing. I mean, if you were, and obviously this was just their first flight, but if somebody actually had the funds to do that, the time and space seemed very short-lived. So it's one of those deals, if in the future, if they do let people, just anybody go up in space, that it seems that it would be a very short-winded experience. And I don't know if the people that did that, they probably wouldn't care, because if they had money to blow on something like that, they probably wouldn't care how long of duration the flight was. But it seemed to be very short. I mean, to me, it would just be, I don't know. I mean, to me, that's not fun, but I don't like roller coasters. And, even if somebody, sponsored IrixGuy's Adventure Channel and said, hey, man, we're going to send you to space, I think I would have to respectfully decline that offer, because I don't like roller coasters. I don't like airplanes. And, goes without saying, I would not want to be in a rocket in space. That's just not my style, man. But, yeah, I got a bunch of cool stuff here. We've got a lot of GoPro tutorials that are in the works. A lot of people have been asking GoPro questions. Surprisingly, one of the most popular videos recently has been how to download videos from a GoPro camera, because there's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. And I mean, it's simple. Once you've done it, it's, downloading videos from GoPro is simple, but if you haven't done it, it's a little bit confusing. And it's also something that, GoPro now, because they're trying to push their cloud service, it's not necessarily something that's simple with your, if you just want to plug your GoPro into your computer and download the videos and or photos. They've made the process a little bit, GoPro's made the process a little bit more cumbersome, for your average user of a GoPro camera. And that's, again, they seem to be wanting to push their cloud service, which is subscription-based. And, I mean, they can do what they want to do. But, I mean, the reality is I just like to download my videos to my computer and store those videos however I want to do it. I'm just ordering some bread and some bacon. What else does one need? Ordering bread and bacon, man. and some wings. Ordering some chicken wings. Yes. It's always a good time. Speaking of that, chicken wing shortage. And it's gotten to be bad. I mean, if you go, and of course I air fry all my own chicken wings, and I don't like to get them out, because you go out and you get wings. Now the meat's so poor quality, it's not even worth it. And then the price is so inflated that it's still not worth it. So, for that reason, I just like to do my own chicken wings. But it's gotten hard to find chicken wings because of the chicken shortage. Not just chicken shortage, but chicken wings. You go out and try to find some chicken wingettes and some chicken drumettes, and tell me how hard they were to find. And if you do find them, check the price. The price is likely a lot more expensive than it was. I went into a popular chicken wing place the other day, and they wanted $12 for 10 wings. And I said, nope, not going to do that, man. And just walked out. $12 for 10 wings? No way. I'll get them myself if I can find them and cook them, and it'll be a lot less expensive and taste a lot better. So, speaking of that, be sure to check out the how to air fry chicken wings video. And I've got another one. Even if you don't like okra, or you think you may not like okra, try the video that I put up, how to air fry okra, beer battered okra. So I make a batter with beer, and then I fry the okra in the air fryer. So you get the coloration, you get the crunch, you get the flavor like you would get with traditionally fried okra, okra that's fried in grease, but you don't get the grease. So it's a lot lighter. You don't have all the grease in there, which is great, but you still get the same crispiness, the same, you can get the same coloration. It's really good. I encourage everyone to try that. And you don't just have to do okra, man. You can air fry mushrooms. You can air fry, if you want to put something with batter on it, you could do mushrooms. You could do, you could do squash. You could air fry some squash. You could air fry pickles. So I've got a lot more air fry with IrixGuy's videos coming, and that's my playlist. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel and check out my air fry with IrixGuy video playlist, because I've got a lot of air frying videos now, and obviously have a lot more coming soon. If there's something in particular that you would like to see me try to air fry, let me know and I'll add it to my video queue. Because I'm always looking for new video ideas. One of the things that I found with this YouTube adventure is, anything that you can't figure out, how do I do this? How do I do that? If you encounter a question during the day and then you find the answer, then there's probably value in sharing that tutorial learned with others. Something as simple as, how to unclog a dishwasher, how to remove a clog from a kitchen sink, how to remove a clog from a bathroom sink, how to remove a clog from a shower. Shower won't drain fix. I mean, there's so many things, and I've been, adventure doesn't just have to be travel and this, that, and the other. I mean, adventure can be unclogging a drain. That's an adventure in its own way. So, I'm looking for, anything that is an adventure. And speaking of that, if you have video ideas, comment. Let me know. Let me know what you would like to see, and I'll see if I can get it queued up for, for future videos here on IrixGuy's Adventure channel. Also, any questions that you may have, I'm doing a lot of, and actually IrixGuy's Adventure channel is the home of Timepieces for Tomorrow. Now, Timepieces for Tomorrow is wristwatch-centric content. So, how to get the best deal on a wristwatch, which wristwatch to buy, the different types of watches that are on the market. What makes this one different than that one? There's a lot more to it than just going into an authorized dealer and saying, okay, I want the best dive watch you got. There's a lot more to it than that. The watch collecting hobby is a lot more complex than just pick this, pick that. I mean, there's definitely a lot more to it, and it's not it's not something that's easy to figure. I mean, over time you could figure it out on your own, but it's not something as a beginner that you can make the best decisions. And, and that's, that's another area of interest where, this channel, IrixGuy's Adventure channel, having timepieces for tomorrow exclusively here on IrixGuy's Adventure channel. And by the way, all those videos, including the timepieces for tomorrow playlist, you can share those. You can embed those in the website as long as it's embedded and it's playing back to IrixGuy's Adventure channel. So, it's a great way, if you're interested in the hobby and you want to, share some of my content, you can share the videos. You can share the entire playlist, here on IrixGuy's Adventure channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. Because I encourage people to share videos. I encourage people to comment on videos because it's your engagement, your questions, that enable this channel to continue to grow. The same was true in the beginning. The same is true now. I'm not part of a multi-channel network. I'm an independent YouTube channel. So everything you see here is the product of my own efforts. And obviously your support. You're viewing, you're commenting, you're liking, you're choosing to super chat. You're choosing to shop the links on my website. All of that helps this channel. This channel is not, without having this is a, one-person operation here. I don't have the production crew. I don't have the marketing budget. I don't have a lot of things that a lot of the other channels have that experienced accelerated growth. And it's one of those things I'm proud that I don't have that, because people that have all of that, the thing is there's a loss of ownership. When you're not just your one-person shop, when you've got all these different people to please and you've got all these different people that, they feel like they invest time and or money into an idea and then they expect some sort of return, it just gets mucky. It gets really, really nasty. So, for that reason, I choose to remain an independent YouTube channel. And again, it's not easy. It's exciting. I like it. And, the one thing that I'm excited about, this channel is getting close to 83,000 subscribers. And I know that's not a big number, but 83,000 is getting pretty close to 100,000. And 100,000 subscribers is not the end. 100,000 subscribers is only just the first part of the beginning. This channel is going to go a lot further than 100,000 subscribers, because, I'm here to prove that, an independent YouTube person can go and create something large. And that's what I'm here to prove, not just to myself, but, to the world. I'm here having a good time. I'm live streaming. I'm doing videos that aren't live. It's a big, I've redone this entire studio, and speaking of that, I need to post a studio tour update, because this studio that I'm in now, IrixGuy's Adventure Channel studio, now it's top notch. It was turbo low budget in the beginning, and it's still, in comparison to a lot of studios out there, it's still low budget, but I've got a lot of high-end components in this studio now that have enabled me to improve the production quality. Not just the video quality, but the lighting and, overall space management. That's another thing. Any operation that you run, whether it's a YouTube channel or whatever, any operation that you run, you want to keep it as lean as possible. There's no need for a huge space. There's no need for exorbitantly expensive equipment for audio and video. Now, sure, there's the need to purchase audio and video equipment that is beyond acceptable quality. You want something that sounds professional. You want something that looks professional. But just to spend more just for, a brand name of a camera or a model number of a camera, that's where it gets kind of crazy. So, it's finding that spot between, you got average here, you got above average here, and you just got crazy. But if you can find something that's above average, but, more towards exceptional, from a price perspective, and something that's easy to use, because it doesn't matter what the gear is. If it's too confusing to use, too complicated to use, that gear is not going to provide value. You need equipment that you can operate, especially if you're an independent, YouTube channel, you need equipment that you can operate and not have to depend upon others. Because anytime you depend upon others, again, potentially lose creative control. Your direction can become totally distorted. And that's the thing about this channel, is that the only person I can blame for the successes and or failures is myself. I can't blame anybody else. And that's the beauty of being an independent YouTube channel. The disadvantage of being an independent YouTube channel, actually, there's nothing for me. I like it independent. And if I was part, let's say hypothetically, which I never will, I never have and I never will, but let's say hypothetically I had joined a multi-channel network. Let's say hypothetically, instead of almost 83,000 subscribers today, let's say I had 700,000 subscribers. Would I be happy? No, I wouldn't be, because I would know that, I wouldn't really know where the breakdown was had I remained independent versus the potential value add of the multi-channel network. I wouldn't really know where I would have been. I know where I am today, and I know this approximate 83,000 subscribers is 100% independently gained. There's nobody else that was out there and involved with this. But if I had joined that multi-channel network, if I had experienced phenomenal growth, I would always be questioning, where would I have been if I had remained independent? Would I have been at, say, 600,000? Would I have been, larger than that number? But, with this approximate 83,000 subscribers where I am today, I know that I've done that 100% on my own. And that's great, because I don't owe anything to anyone. And, I choose my own direction. I always have and always will. And there's value in being able to run your own shop, to do your own thing, make your own calls, make your own decisions. And, whether the outcome's positive or negative, again, you can only blame yourself if you're independent. And I wouldn't have it any other way. But, just the fact that so many of y'all have subscribed, so many of y'all have shared this channel with others, so many of y'all have super chatted during live shows like this one. I mean, it's amazing to see the level of support that viewers bring to a channel. And it's just been, it's continues to be fascinating to watch this, to watch everything unfold. And, I try everything. Anytime somebody asks a question, and one of the items, and I'm looking at it right over there, is a Schwinn IC4 magnetic resistance indoor exercise bike. One of the unexpectedly awesome items came during the pandemic. I was like, man, I'm starting to get, super fat, because I wasn't going to the gym when the pandemic first started and everybody was freaked out. I'm like, I gotta get something that's going to enable me to maintain without going to the gym. And I got that Schwinn IC4, and man, that thing has helped a lot. I'm ready to get back in the gym. I think all that stuff's blown over now, but give it a few more days. But I've really enjoyed being able to do those indoor workouts on that IC4. But the IC4, it brought in, I mean, heck, I bought it because I wanted to maintain, and not get too fat. And I posted a bunch of videos, and the response, wow, so many questions, so many comments. And, I was like, why are you posting so many videos about the IC4? Well, because I like it. And number two, y'all are asking a lot of great questions, and I try to respond to as many questions as I can face on video, or not necessarily face on video, but just a video response. People ask, how do you adjust the handlebars? How do you adjust the seat? How do you do this, that, and the other? And actually the viewers' response to the Schwinn IC4 was so phenomenal that I did the next thing, and I got the indoor rowing machine. Because now I do my indoor workouts, I can do my rowing workouts, I can do my indoor cycling workouts, and it's all here in IrixGuy's Adventure Channel studio. And that's super nice because, there's no excuse to not work out when you got your exercise equipment and a shower in your studio. There's no excuse. So I work out every day on that, and using it, started out with the Peloton app, which was good. I enjoyed the Peloton app. And that's something a lot of people didn't realize, is that you do not have to buy the Peloton bike to use the Peloton app. Now, there are certain features that the Peloton branded bike will give you that you don't get through the Peloton app. For me, they didn't matter. But now none of that matters, because I made the switch when it came out, Apple Fitness Plus. So now both my rowing workouts, my indoor cycling workouts, my outdoor hikes, walks, jogs, whatever, all of those workouts, I perform all of those workouts within Apple Fitness Plus. So I've got all my fitness stuff tracked in one place, which is great. And I tell you, the Apple Watch really does a phenomenal job, when it comes to tracking your workouts. Because whether you're indoors on your indoor exercise equipment, or it's nice weather and you're outside, you can track and continue to motivate yourself to exceed your personal fitness goals, whatever those goals may be. For some people, you really want to get ripped. I'd love to be ripped again, and I push to do that. But there's a fine line for me. There's a fine line between quality of life and and just getting too hardcore with the working out. I love to go to the gym every day. I love to do cardio every day, but I also like to eat a lot. I'm not going to sacrifice food just to get a six-pack of abs again. I'd like to have a six-pack of abs, but do I need a six-pack of abs? No. I would rather have chicken wings and a few beers. So, again, it's a matter of personal preference. Whatever your goals are, you can choose, how to live your life from a health perspective. And then again, I like to be healthy, but I don't like to be so healthy that it's unhealthy, if you know what I mean. Because people can become so hyper obsessed with diet and exercise routines. And again, I work out every day. I'll skip one day a week on occasion, but not every week do I skip that one day. But just finding that fine line between obsessively working out and just finding the balance. Okay, well, this is great. I'm getting enough exercise, but I still can enjoy food and some beers and stuff like that. If you can find that balance, that's a good thing. But yeah, that fitness equipment, I'm looking over there at that. That's been a really good, really good purchase for myself, and it's been super reliable. Have had zero issues with the IC4 or the rowing machine. Both have been great, and really enjoying that. So I'm always looking for. That was content that I found out of personal necessity. I knew that I had to work out when the pandemic started up last year. I knew that I had to work out at home for a short period of time, and that enabled me to do that. But even though the pandemic's, I hope it's about to come to a close. I think it will soon, hopefully within the next few weeks. And when it does, just getting back in the gym. But, even though I'm back in the gym, still having this to do in my studio every day. Why not just do the cardio in the studio and do the free weights and the machines in the gym? Do the strength training components in the gym, do the cardio in the YouTube studio. So, that's my game plan there. And let's see. Oh, we got a quiet audience here tonight. I'm looking at, or I say tonight, it's 3:30 Eastern time, 3:30 New York City time. Making sure my chat's working here, man, because this. Oh, wait, there are comments. Yeah, okay, sorry, I had to refresh my screen. Quicker than drawing. Oh, wow, we got a bunch here. Sorry, guys. My YouTube interface. Let me see. Let me refresh here. Get all of y'all's comments here. Sorry, I didn't mean to miss any of them. I was like, God, this is a quiet crowd. Let's see. YouTube has changed their live stream. I'm going to start reading the comments here. Let me get to the comment section here and see if I can pop this up. It's like they came through and they were kind of. Let's see. Oh, okay. Here we go. Dronevile, greetings from the Netherlands. Tech for your needs. Hello, folks. And then Mike says, Hey, Irish guy, long time since the live show. Yeah, it has been, man. I've been trying to get back on the live show, and I'm gonna be doing a lot more live shows. I've got everything in the studio perfected, and hold on one second. Yeah, I got a little bit of tweaking to do with this. See, when I hold that up, you can see the greenness on my hand. So there's a little bit of fringing that I need to figure out here. And then we got quicker than drawing. No worries, man. Yep. So we're it is going to be the let's see, what do we have here? Quicker than drawing says I'm after the 00061 myself. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's a nice Pam, man. This background, actually, I filmed this background. This is in St. Barts in the French West Indies. So, if you're familiar with St. Barts, I gotta kind of do the weatherman thing here. But if you're familiar with St. Barts, down that hill is On the Rocks, which is arguably one of the most famous restaurants in the world, and it is, oh man, it's super good. But this was just right up the hill from it. Of course, going there, I had to get a just a budget place to stay. I never spend more than a couple $100 US a night. That's my thing. When I'm in the Caribbean, I don't care if I'm in a hole in the wall or, the thing is about St. Barts, the perception is that St. Barts is turbo expensive, and, because it's French Island, it's even more expensive. And the reality is there's discounts to be found on St. Barts. But that's my background, man. St. Barts is awesome. Whether you got a boat or you don't, you can go to St. Barts and live it up. Let's see what we got here. That was a question from Mike. Yeah, I love St. Barts. St. John, though, in the USVI is one of my favorite. Yasher says, hey, man, love your videos. Just one comment, though. Archie can be fun to watch, but by no means is he the most knowledgeable man in the scene. Well, that is, I'm going to respond to that question. So everybody out there is watching this live stream that I'm hosting right now that doesn't know Archie Luxury, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3. So it's an interesting thing. So at a high level, Archibald Chesterfield III, AC3, Archie Luxury, these are all characters that this guy by the name of Paul has created. I don't know Paul personally. He lives in Australia. But when I was searching, and this was back in the day, probably, God, time just goes away like crazy, man. Probably 20 years ago now. Let's see, what is it, 2021? It was probably early 2000s when I stumbled upon, it was early 2000s when I stumbled upon them, because I was looking for, I was searching the internet, looking for wristwatches, because I'm mostly in the Caribbean, and I didn't really know that much about wristwatches, and I was looking, and almost everything I searched for, it's like this guy came up, Archie Luxury. Well, who the heck is this guy? The reality is that he can recite reference numbers being model numbers. If you're thinking of cars, reference numbers are, models of watches. You've got like this Panerai. This is a PAM 00112 or just PAM 112. So PAM 00112 is the reference number. Archie's so good with this stuff, so knowledgeable, he can just rattle off reference numbers without even thinking about it. Now, there's also, to your point, Yashar said, oh, Rolex watch Apostat. Hey, welcome back, man. Yashar says, I would say Tim Masso may be the most knowledgeable, or Wyco from Revolution. Yeah, those are both great guys. Yashar says, Archie is definitely Archie certainly is an acquired taste. And you're right, Archie is an acquired taste. He's there. There's some. So here's the thing. He's the method actor Paul is the method actor that plays all these personalities. So you get a lot of good wristwatch knowledge from Archie Luxury's videos, but you also get a lot of just crazy, crazy stuff, which recently his format, and when I say recently, I would say the past few months or so, his format has radically changed. You know, he's gone more wristwatch-centric content, and he's eliminated a lot of the non-wristwatch-related rants and stuff. I mean, some of the stuff from years ago, and, you know, just subscribe to his channel, youtube.com/Archie Luxury, and check it out and see for yourself. But some of his stuff from a few years ago, and this was not wristwatch related, but, you know, he, at a high level, you know, he was employed by this, so he was employed by this waste company, and basically he was just in this, it was like a garbage dump. And I mean, that's just what he did every day. But he did that, and he was, you know, he was running his YouTube channel and talking about his luxury wristwatches and this, that, and the other. So it was just kind of the weird dynamic of the two. I mean, it's just when you think of collecting wristwatches, it's not the personality that you would expect would be doing that. So it's kind of like, I don't know. He's a good actor, but the bottom line is that his videos, like them or hate them, which I don't care one way or the other. I respect the knowledge that he's shared throughout the years, because, you know, if you're shopping for timepieces, he's probably not going to steer you in the wrong direction. I mean, he tells you how it is. And, you know, if you're looking to, to add something, I would highly encourage you to check out people like Archie. And see, he doesn't, to my knowledge, he doesn't run a watch store or anything like that. So he doesn't seem to have a hidden agenda for sharing this knowledge. Now, sure, like most anyone else, like most people on YouTube that invest a lot of time into it, people do want to make money from YouTube. So his performance, in my opinion, is to capture all the views. And then, you know, there's a lot of stuff surrounding the really high quality and information rich wristwatch content. But, you know, if you can muddle through all of that and just focus upon enjoying his wristwatch content, I think that you'll really enjoy that. And again, I'm not, you know, like him or hate him. I appreciate good wristwatch knowledge when it's out there. A few newer people that have just really blown up. I mean, we're talking well over 100,000 subscribers now. There's Bark and Jack. There's Jenny L. The Timeless Watch channel, which I don't think he's broken 100,000 subscribers yet, but he's on the path to do it. So, you know, for that reason, I want to get on board with more wristwatch videos here with Timepieces for Tomorrow. So Timepieces for Tomorrow is on IrixGuy's Adventure channel, but it'll be wristwatch-centric videos, you know, something that a lot of people are interested in, and any value that I can provide, you know, I'm thrilled to be able to share it. And any questions y'all may have, you know, ask, and I'll try my best to respond within future videos, because that's what it's all about. I mean, this YouTube business is, Yashar says, I agree. He says anything as he sees no hidden agenda, unlike many others. Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a hidden agenda. I mean, it's obvious he's wanting to make money from this. You know, who doesn't? But it's not like he's running, and I don't want to drop names and create any bad blood, but there's been several channels that also, you know, run gray market wristwatch shops that have really been through some perceived shady stuff throughout the past few years. So, you know, and he's not one of those. So, I mean, a lot of these channels, and I don't know who they're pumped up by, but when you see their subscriber growth, and granted they have excellent content, high quality content, but some of them, the subscriber growth just goes off the charts. And I know quality content will help to achieve that, but I think some of these channels, and I'm not going to drop names, but I think some of them may be propped up by third parties that have that may have a financial interest in them, because some of the growth that I've seen with some of the channels is just, I mean, it's phenomenal. And how would someone, regardless of how high quality your content is, how could most people accomplish that without some sort of outside investment to enable them to accelerate their growth? Not saying it's not possible, because if you've got great content or unique content, regardless of how much, or even if it's $0 being thrown in from the outside to prop it up, if you've got great content, you could still get there with or without that, with or without that, financial assistance. So, but again, my thing, just like Archie, is to remain independent, tell it how it is, and appreciate, I'm not going to beg for super chats. That's one thing with his live streams. He kind of gets accused of e-begging, which is fine. But, he won't read your comments unless you super chat. So if you watch one of his live shows on Archie Luxury Corporate, you've got a super chat for him to read your comment, for him to acknowledge your comment and read it on air, which is quite brilliant when you think about it, because now he's trained his audience to super chat if they want their comments to be read. So, that's kind of cool. I would never do that. It's just my style. He's got his style, I got my style. I appreciate super chats. I encourage super chats, but they're not required. And if you want a super chat, speaking of that, you can find this little super chat icon in the chat area of this live show. And also there's super chat icons when I do premieres. That's when I post a video and then I feature it as a premiere. So when you're watching a premiere on my channel, I'm watching at the same time, and we can comment and communicate live. I won't be face on video, but we can communicate live just like we are now within this live show's chat comments. So pretty cool. But yeah, there's so many methods to the madness, and if you can decipher it, whatever works for you and whatever works for your viewership. I mean, that's what's most important, man. I mean, it's not, there's definitely right and wrong with everything. And, my philosophy is if you figure out what works for your channel, push it hard. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, I'm here to do everything I can to grow my channel, within reason. I mean, I keep everything clean. There's never been profanity on this channel. There will never be profanity on this channel. So, that's my format. That's the format I choose to pursue. And again, there are some channels that are vulgar and this, that, and the other. And it makes you wonder, if they weren't, how could they potentially even be more successful? Because something you got to think about with YouTube, it's not just the, keeping things clean, keeping things friendly for all age groups is important, because if you want to attract advertisers, you don't want anything you don't want any content that's kind of in a gray area. You don't want any content that's exhibiting, perceived bias and this, that, and the other. Again, nothing wrong with a product review where you state your opinion. I like this, I don't like that. Those are opinions. If I say that I don't like this remote control that's in my hand because of the type of battery it uses, that's my opinion. I'm not offending anybody by saying I don't like this battery. So, always, being aware of how you state things, and, and keeping everything just, free, no vulgar comments in it or anything. I mean, just keep it clean. And that's the way I like to do it. Now, the people that don't keep it clean, they've got a different strategy. They're going out, they're creating conflict, and they're, a lot of that works. It's not an area that I would be willing to venture into, because, once you lose your, once you taint the public's opinion of your personality online, it's hard to undo that. So for that reason, I would rather continue this slow and steady path of growth on YouTube, and again, continue to keep everything clean. What I'm focusing on now is exploring new ideas, new content strategies. And one of those big areas that, that I found recently is, and I've known it's been around for a while, but, really going after the wristwatch segment, because that's a huge segment. And I don't think it's ever going to go out of style. I mean, we can have all the Apple Watches we want. We can have all of the other smartwatches, whatever. I don't think that mechanical watches are ever going to go out of style. And for that reason, people are looking for information, and they want honest information. And that's something that I'm here, like many others are, that I'm here to provide by way of YouTube, is to share that knowledge. So, with that being said, I mean, it's a huge area to explore, share videos, read comments, respond to comments, because there's a lot more to this hobby, to the wristwatch hobby than one might assume. So that's going to be a huge area for new video content on my channel. And I wanted to do this live show because I wanted to update everyone. I mean, I've got so many things, man, that I operate concurrently. And again, this channel, IrixGuy's Adventure Channel, where you're watching this, youtube.com/IrixGuy. This is one of my largest ventures. I have multiple concurrent business ventures, but this is one of my larger ventures, and it's rewarding to see it continue to grow. And it's something that I want to take this to the next level. I mean, I realize that once I hit 100,000 subscribers, that's a decent milestone, but it's not the end. I mean, that's just the beginning. It's just the very beginning of the beginning. I mean, it's not anywhere. This channel, let me check the stats here, the video views. I think right now I don't even memorize this stuff, so I've got to check. Right now I've got about 58.6, or actually 58.7 million video views. So, as I promised the viewers, once I hit 100 million views, I'm going to open that Gosling's Family Reserve rum that I brought back from Bermuda. So, I'm excited about that. I mean, you gotta keep track of your milestones. So, once I hit 100 million views, I'll open that rum. Hopefully by then I'll generate enough revenue from this channel to go back to Bermuda or go to even some cooler places. So, it's a constantly evolving journey. This is not just fun. It's a lot of fun. It's educational. It's been educational for me, and hopefully it's been educational for viewers as well. But, just acknowledging that there is a platform out there, and this platform's been out there for a while now. It's YouTube. Acknowledging that a platform exists where most anyone with moderate ambition can go out and create their own miniature television network of sorts. I mean, that's basically what this is. And I had a lot of people kind of criticize me in the beginning saying it's not a television network. You're right, it's not. Because for most people to go out and start a television network, the amount of overhead would not be achievable by most people. Whereas with YouTube, really all you got to do is have a basic smartphone with audio and video, and you can get going. And then you can upgrade your gear as the funds allow. So, it's a huge opportunity for people that are willing to to go after something different. And I mean, let's see. John says there's only 4 watching. Oh, I didn't even pay attention, man. John says, what are you trying to do? Well, I'm just trying to do a bunch of things, man. Mainly the short term is to get through 100,000 subscribers. Again, right now I'm at approximately 83,000 subscribers. which isn't a huge number. The studio that I'm in now, it's been upgraded. You know, it's an independent YouTube channel, so it's not the best studio, but it's getting there. And there's been a lot of major improvements. You know, my goal is to grow this channel to the level where, you know, to where I don't really, you know, need anything else. I mean, I can incubate this and get it to the level. John says, what you said. That's so true. Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep churning, man, churning, because there's opportunity, and it doesn't just have to be YouTube. There's opportunity with social media in general. And, you know, the thing I like about it, I like being able to generate just, you know, ad revenue. I mean, who wouldn't? Who would not like to do that? I mean, if you're anti-success, you know, maybe you wouldn't like that. But most people, you know, they want to be able. John says, I'll subscribe. John. Oops. Hold on. That's what I wanted, was a cheering. John will subscribe. Yes. Got the crowd cheering here. New subscriber. Yes, sir. Thanks, John. And speaking of that, if anybody wants to super chat, you know, feel free to super chat. Great way to choose to support the channel. So, you know, this live streaming gear, this was complicated to set up, man, but I've got it set up, and I think things are looking pretty good. The O Show, good day. How's it going? It's great. How's the O Show going, man? How's the O Show? Let's see. I think I subscribed to your channel. Let me see here. You know, I wish this interface would let me click and subscribe. This is weird. Let's see. I'm going to see if I subscribed. I remember the name. Check out your channel here. That's something I like to do. I mean, if y'all subscribe to me, I like to subscribe to y'all. Let's see. The O Show. Okay, O Show, I just subscribed. Thank you for tuning in. And John, let's see. MM says, hey, watch what you're wearing. Pam 112. Pam 112. Yeah, so yeah, dude, I mean, just tons of stuff here. I mean, that's the thing. Just keep churning, because if you can grow a channel on your own, there's a lot of opportunity. And I mean, that's what I want to do. I mean, this channel, I stick to YouTube. This is YouTube related. I mean, I run a bunch of different businesses concurrently. This is just one of many. And this is one of those things that, you know, I would say, out of all the business ventures that I personally operate, out of all the business ventures that I concurrently and personally operate, this is the most rewarding, because it's just kind of like a sandbox, man. You can do what you choose to do and follow the analytics and let the analytics guide you. Let's see. MM says, beautiful. Is that a gray strap? Yeah, it's a gray suede leather strap, and then I've got that Panerai buckle, the one that's kind of I wouldn't say circular. It's there's that one Panerai buckle that's kind of wide, kind of sticks out. I didn't like it, so I got this smaller one. But I think the gray suede looks pretty cool. I haven't even broken this one in yet. I got another one I got the sail cloth. It looks like sailcloth. It's actually leather, which I think that one's pretty cool. Now, of course, these, speaking of Panerai, these typically just come with a black rubber strap, and then they come with a black leather strap. And, you know, I like that's the thing that's cool about Panerai, is just mixing up, you know, putting your own straps on and you know, mixing it up, changing it. Horseshoe, there you go. Yeah, that's the horseshoe buckle. Yeah, that's the horseshoe buckle, and I got it in brushed because the polished is a scratch magnet. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I scratched the heck out of the Panerai anyway, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, I think it's cool, man. I want to get. I wish there was something that looked like this that was waterproof, because obviously leather, I wouldn't take this in the ocean. But yeah, it'd be nice if they had one that looked like this that was waterproof. And curiously enough, their canvas straps have most of them have the leather backing. So really, if you want to go swim with a PAM, you probably need to get a rubber strap. But yeah, man, I got my merch on here, and let's see, merchandise. Got coffee mugs, got T-shirts, got stickers. Oh, and you can super chat if y'all want to super chat and help support the channel. But seriously, don't worry if you don't want to. But be sure to subscribe if you haven't, though, because that's important. But it's interesting. Speaking of that, gray rubber strap. There you go. That's what I need to do, is get the gray rubber strap. That's a good idea. Different than the black one. Yeah, that's a great idea. Quicker than drawing. Looking for the PAM 0061, which is titanium. Very, very subdued. That's cool. Titanium's lightweight. And a lot of people like titanium, man. It's a different metal. I like a heavier piece, so I'm not personally a titanium fan. That was something with the Tudor Pelagos. If they had had it in stainless steel, I would have jumped right on it. But it was only in titanium. At least today, the Tudor Pelagos is only in titanium. MM says Everest brand straps may work. Yeah, Everest makes some great straps, especially if you want to put them on Rolex. They look really good. I'm a bracelet dude, except for PAM. So I like straps on them. What are your other business ventures? So many, dude. A lot of it's social media centric, but I don't. On this channel, I always stay in character. IrixGuy's Adventure channel. I mean, that's what I'm here. I'm just a YouTube character, so I don't. I don't go into those other things. But yeah, most everything that I do is, and there's some things outside of social media, but most everything I do is directly linked to social media. Whether it's just this channel or my other ventures, it's most all of it's linked to social media. Quicker than drawing says, I've got the Pelagos and Avenger Chrono, both titanium. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've got the Super Avenger in stainless steel. Quicker, where in Arizona are you? I'm in Mesa. Pelagos Blue. Yeah, Pelagos Blue looks really good. I really like the look of the LHD, the left-hand drive, but I wish they had the left-hand drive dial in the right-hander. I wouldn't wear a left-hand drive watch because it would be flip-flopped. I don't wear my watch on my right hand. But I wish they had the Pelagos LHD in stainless case instead of titanium. Again, it's personal preference. And they had it to where it wasn't left-hand drive. I think that would be an awesome piece. And then, let's see, what else we got here? Let's see. Yeah, speaking of that, I think some upcoming something I want to do on this channel, and this is IrixGuy's live show, so it's across the board. Something I want to do is really expand upon the Timepieces for Tomorrow component of IrixGuy's Adventure channel. I'll start doing some Timepieces for Tomorrow live shows where the subject matter is 100% wristwatch related. I think that would be really cool. So. And then John says, it's so easy to like and subscribe. It is easy to like and subscribe. It's a little bit more difficult to super chat, but that's pretty easy too. You can click that super chat icon in the chat section if you want to. And then we've got, let's see, what else here? Just a bunch of good stuff, man. I got to figure out some. John, a lot of people, and again, this channel is it's almost 83,000 subscribers. And, you know, something that I regret in the beginning is, and when I say in the beginning of creating this channel, again, this channel was kind of a mistake. I posted some cruise ship videos and it got picked up. And that's when YouTube Partner Program was by invitation only. And I was invited to become a partner. I was like, oh, this is legit. Because, I mean, it was Google asking me to do it. I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do that. And ever since then, I never looked back. What I know about social media now is the product of my own successes and failures. And one of my greatest failures in the beginning with social media was failing to recognize why subscribers are so important. So if you look back at my old videos, you'll notice that I didn't have the call for action to subscribe. I didn't have the intro and the outro segments of the videos, you know, encouraging subscriptions. I didn't really get it in the beginning. Had I gotten it in the beginning, especially while YouTube was smaller, you know, had I understood the significance of subscribers back then, I would have been well over, I would say probably well over 200,000 or 300,000 subscribers by now. But since I didn't start proactively encouraging subscriptions until the past few years, I unknowingly shot myself in the foot, you know, because I wasn't, you know, why is somebody going to do something if they didn't know they should maybe do it? So in the case of subscriptions, if I didn't say, hey, man, subscribe, ring that bell, help support my channel. If I didn't do it, they may not know to do it. So, you know, that was my own failure there. And again, this is, you know, YouTube is a constant quest for acquiring new knowledge. And that's one of, you know, I'll admit, you know, wholeheartedly, that was one of my biggest failures was failing to realize the importance of encouraging subscriptions. So, John, you're right, man. I mean, why more people don't do it? I mean, there you go. You know, it's my own failure there, man. So, I mean, that's you know, unfortunately why it is. But with that being said, I'm not disappointed to have, you know, about 83,000 subscribers. I mean, there's nothing disappointing about having 83,000 subscribers. I mean, it's not great. You know, there's a lot of larger YouTube channels, but when you look at that, I can say, okay, well, once I hit 100,000 subscribers, assuming they still have it, which they should, I'll hopefully get the YouTube Silver Play Button trophy. That's a pretty cool acknowledgement. So, yeah, man, John, I appreciate your subscription. Every subscription counts. And I think right now, let's see, where are we with subscriptions? 82,230. So to get to 100,000, let's do some mathematics. Let's get the calculator out. Get out the calculator. Let me find the calculator. 100,000 minus 82230. I need 17,770 subscriptions to hit my first miniature milestone of 100,000 subscribers. So it's closer, not there yet. And then John says, what's that? Right, it will grow as long as you keep watering it. Speaking of growth and watering, check out the former IrixGuy's video series. I got a garden, and I'm filming updates, and I'm posting them here on my channel. So since you're a subscriber, you'll be able to see those videos. I want your feedback, man. Keep on watering. Watering that garden, watering that YouTube channel as well. And drinking water too, because H2O is one of the best things in the world to drink. Speaking of that, guys, we're an hour in. I really appreciate your support, your subscriptions, sharing with others. Hey, when you see your friends, your family, people you don't even know, say, hey, subscribe to IrixGuy's Adventure Channel. How'd I do that? youtube.com/IrixGuy. So, that's how it's done, man. And I really appreciate everyone here. I'm an hour in. Like I said, I've got multiple concurrent business ventures, so I've got to pop to the other one. But I will be back here soon for another live show very soon. Appreciate the conversation. Sorry I didn't see y'all's comments in the beginning. I should have refreshed my Google Chrome. I'm an idiot. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.